what's up? It's Caitlin here, back for another video. I thought I would do a little update because I haven't talked to you guys in over a year. May 26, 2026. So there's just a lot I have to update you on. So I had my friends ask me a couple questions. We're gonna play 21 questions as a little update. So question 1. What's the biggest thing that's changed in your life since your last update video? I think the biggest thing that has changed in our lives is we got married. I'm gonna pop some pictures here. But we got married 10/25 of 2025. It was an absolute beautiful day. The photographer was great. We got a video. I was thinking of posting our wedding video on YouTube, so if you guys want to see that, definitely drop a comment down below. And I wanted to show you guys, I just wanted to show you our little wall of stuff from our wedding. So that was our, hold on, I'm gonna turn the camera around. So this was our unity ceremony. It has our, I don't know if you can see, but it has his name and my first and last name, and then our new name together. So we like locked it together, threw away the key kind of thing. This was our sign we had at our wedding. I don't have it plugged in right now, but then I made this custom soccer flag. As you guys know, we're big soccer fans. That was our welcome thing. And I also made this little pumpkin that has Mr. and Mrs. and our date on it. Our wedding photo book, which I will show you guys once we get to some questions. So I'm going to take her off the shelf. I did get my wedding band. My favorite thing about this whole book is obviously everyone that came signed it. We got all the Loons players to sign our book. This was last season. So this was the end of last season. I'll pop a photo up. We literally got married on Saturday, went to a game on like Monday morning or Monday night. All of them signed it. This is all the players from last season. Bongi took up like half the page, as you could tell. Other things that have changed in my life, I guess we could talk about. I did change jobs. I still work in the ER. I just changed hospitals. So that's different. Since I've talked last, we've gone to about 100 Loons games, as you can tell. As you can tell, we have collected a lot of scarves. That's not even our plethora of scarves. This one is signed. That's my favorite scarf. I wear to every game. So question 2, how would you describe this season of your life in 3 words? Ooh, that's a good one. We'll say chaotic. I feel like we're never home. I'm either at work, he's doing a lot of sports. He still works for the same radio company. So we've been doing sports, wrestling, baseball, football, etc. Name the sport, he's done it. I've been working a lot. I still work nights in the ER, so obviously that's still pretty hectic. But also I feel like it's also been motivating. I haven't told a lot of people this, but I am back in school getting my master's degree, so that's been also another busy thing, but also another good thing in life. And I also feel like it's also been kind of beautiful, you know, being newlyweds, getting to know the newlywed way. I feel like a lot hasn't changed other than, you know, signing the paper and changing my name because we've lived together since 2022. So, I mean, definitely I love the life we're living right now, and it's just going to go up from here. Question 3, what's been your biggest challenge lately? Definitely just how busy our lives have been. And I feel like we're away more than we're home. So that kind of sucks, and I feel like we don't get to see each other as often as we want to, but, you know, at the end of the day, we come home and sleep in the same bed together, so what more can you ask for? Question 4, what's something exciting happening right now? Like I said, I am getting my master's degree, so that is very exciting. I'm getting a master's in education. I will be done next spring. So yeah, those are some exciting things. Question 5, what have been your goals or priorities that have changed recently? Definitely finishing my master's degree and focusing on that, as well as keep learning as an ER nurse and learning all the things that come with that. My goals would be definitely just, you know, prioritizing finishing my degree and enjoying newlywed life. Question 6, what is your current work/school situation like? So like I said, I still work as an ER nurse. I still work overnights. That has not changed. As well as school, like I said, I'm getting my master's degree in education. So that has changed a little bit from, I was thinking of going back to school being an NP. Question 7, what's one thing online people probably don't know about your daily life? Probably what people don't know is we don't really, if I'm not working or if we're not going to Loons games or sports events or my husband doesn't work, we don't do anything. We sit at home. I watch Ghost Adventures 99% of the day. You know, I take my dog for a WALK. He's sitting here, so I don't want to say the word if you know. We kind of just chill because the other 95% of our week, it's pretty chaotic. So my online life may look like we do a lot of stuff and we're never home, which I feel like we never are, but when we are home, we don't do anything. You know, we sit on the couch, he plays his Xbox, he plays FIFA, he plays, you know, MLB The Show, and I sit in my chair and, you know, scroll through TikTok or color in my coloring book or build Legos or whatever I'm doing. But we definitely look a lot more busy than we are. Question 8, how has your mental health or mindset been lately? Well, like we just talked about, I am very burnt out of nursing. Like, it is tough because, like, I love my job. I love the people I work with. I just have been so sick and tired of being beaten up, yelled at, you know, smacked, hair pulled. I'm sick of having that every time I work. It is very hard to go into work and know 9 times out of 10 I'm going to get smacked by someone, or I'm going to get, you know, bit by a little old lady who I know has dementia and doesn't mean to do it, but still sucks. But that's why I'm trying to pivot my avenues and get my master's degree in this education so I can go to something else. And if it's, you know, step away from nursing for a couple years and do something else with my life, I might have to do that for my own mental health, because we have been just struggling lately. So if you have any tips or tricks, let me know, because your girl is struggling hardcore. What's something you've learned about yourself this year? Definitely to slow down. I feel like the past, I don't know, I feel like me and my husband have been just trying to grow up too fast, and we're both 24, we'll be 25 this year. So I feel like we've learned to just kind of slow down and appreciate what we have, because, you know, we have goals. You know, we're like, oh, we want to travel and we want to buy this house and we want to buy new cars and, you know, XYZ. But it's just like, you know what, we're 24 right now. We're going to be only 25. We're still young. Time moves fast, yes, but it's like, let's enjoy the life we have while it's just the us two, because like I said, we're trying to start a family. So eventually we're going to have kids and we're going to have their schedules to work off. So do stuff together while we still can and we don't have other priorities, because when you have kids, their schedules come first, and it might be impossible to, you know, go to a Timberwolves game last minute at 7:30 when it's 5:30 p.m. You know, we definitely just trying to slow down and enjoy the time we have together while still trying to create a family, because we know eventually that our lives will, you know, pivot to their schedules, their sports schedules, their school schedules or concerts or whatever it is. So definitely just trying to slow down with each other. Question 10, what are any habits or routines you're trying to improve? Definitely my sleeping habits and my habits with night shift. So say I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night shift. My work is about an hour drive from here. So by the time I clock out at 7:23 and I get home, you know, I hit a little rush hour morning traffic on 494. If you know, you know. I'm sorry, I need to stop saying that. You know, by the time I get home, it's about 8:30, 8:45. I crawl in bed and I sleep until my husband gets home from work at 3:30, which I feel like I waste the entire day away, because, you know, I say I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm off Thursday, I get off at 7:23 Thursday morning. I sleep all day and my day's gone. So now I'm one less day off that I could have been doing something. So definitely just trying to improve that. But I also know that I do need sleep. So I feel like I shouldn't be hard on myself, because it's like, you know, you just worked 36 hours in 3 days. You do need to sleep because you just worked 3 night shifts in a row. But definitely just trying to improve that. Trying to go into work with a positive mindset, because I know I am burnt out and it's tough, and I know I can go in cranky and upset, but trying to put a smile on my face and, you know what, take this 1 hour at a time, and sometimes let's take this 1 minute at a time, take this one patient at a time. It just depends on the day. So that's what I've been trying to improve. Question 11, what's been bringing you the most happiness recently? Guys, you are going to be so annoyed with me because I'm going to say this 100 times in this video, but the Minnesota United FC Loons, these peeps right here, have been bringing me the most joy, other than my husband. But he goes with me, so it's a win-win. Just like, I don't know, I go to Allianz Field and we could be losing 6-0, and I have the biggest smile on my face. I will be cheering them Loons on all game long in the Wonderwall. But I'll pop up some photos here of us at the games. Definitely have been loving that. Obviously, I've gotten more tattoos since we last talked, but I've gotten a tattoo that says "You're my Wonderwall" with a little loon on it. So absolutely love her. And I got Michael Boxall's signature tattooed on my arm. 3 players, 2 on the current roster that have been called up to their national teams for the World Cup. We got a few more that played on their national teams trying to get qualified, but we have XYZ. We're really proud of our loons, and my husband and I absolutely love going to them. So if you ever want to go, hit your girl up, because I'm always down to bring more friends. So question 12, what has been stressing you out the most? I feel like a lot of these questions are kind of the same, which is a-okay, but definitely work. Being a nurse is not for the faint of heart. And there's days where I absolutely love it, and I'm like, you know what? I love this career. I couldn't see myself doing anything else. 99.9% of the time, I'm like, I absolutely hate this job. I don't want nothing to do with it. So work. We're just gonna leave that there because we talked about that enough already. Question 13, have your friendships or relationships changed at all? I feel like yes and no. Obviously my fiance went from fiance to husband, so that has changed. But definitely just finding more friends outside of what my current friendships are. I'm very outgoing. I love to talk to people no matter where we are. My husband absolutely hates it. I'm the type to talk to you in an elevator, if that tells you anything about me. But I feel like I've been finding more friends. You know, I talk to people that sit next to us at Loons games or Timberwolves games and just, you know, make conversation. Question 14, what are you currently obsessed with? Well, I am currently obsessed with my Switch 2. I definitely only bought it to play Pokopia. But also they just dropped Tomodachi Life, and I'm absolutely obsessed with Tomodachi Life. It has taken over my life. Obviously the Loons, obsessed with them, have been for a while now. I will just show you our current wall that I've made. So that was my birthday poster. I have one of the players' jerseys. If you look over there, I have Michael Boxall's boots. So obviously a little obsessed with my Loons. If you know me, you definitely know. Just been obsessed with married life. And I've been obsessed with school. As you guys know, if you watch my past videos, I love school. I love the structure of it. I love how much type A I can be with it. So definitely just loving that life, loving grad life. I've been obsessed with Ghost Adventures. That hasn't changed. And I've also found my, reinvented my obsession of Twilight. Question 15, is there anything you regret or would do differently this year? Probably when I changed jobs. I changed earlier this year. In January, I feel like I definitely would have done that differently. I love my job, I love the people, but the drive and nursing have been taking me out, and it already was taking me out in January. So I feel like I definitely would have done that differently and maybe found a different avenue to do for a little bit. Like I said, I don't regret my job because I love it and I love the people. It's just there's some factors in it that I wish I could change. Question 16, what's something you're proud of accomplishing lately? I'm proud of finishing my first semester of grad school and getting for my master's degree. I just finished my spring semester this last month. So juggling grad school, clinical hours with that, as well as work. Definitely that. I'm definitely really proud of that. I just started my summer semester last Monday, taking 3 courses this summer, 2 science courses and an education course. Yeah, I'm proud of that. So pretty soon I will have my master's degree and life will be good. Question 17, what's one thing you're still figuring out? Still figuring out life as a real adult. Sometimes I feel like I still am a kid and I don't know how I, pay rent every month and utilities and my car bill and insurance and XYZ. It's definitely a learning curve. We've been doing it for 4 years now. That's crazy. Oh, sorry. I'm holding my brown breaker, everyone. I need something to do with my hands. But definitely just still learning how to be an adult and be one married adult. Question 18, have you had any unexpected opportunities or setbacks recently? I feel like setbacks just in my own mentality, just with nursing in that whole field and feeling like, every time I want to step away from the field, I always feel like, oh my God, I'm failing myself. I grinded through nursing school, for what? To, walk away from the profession entirely, I feel like it's just my own mind of setback. But I have to remember I got to do what's best for me. And your job doesn't define you. Any opportunities, I feel like any opportunity that I have that's a positive or a negative one is a good thing because that's how you learn and how you shape your life. So any opportunity we get as a married couple or me myself is I'm very proud of those. So definitely the opportunity to go back to grad school while still working and being able to afford it is definitely a big opportunity and definitely a big accomplishment that I feel like we have gone through together. Question 19, what are you looking forward to in the next few months? I'm definitely looking forward to school starting back up in the fall because I absolutely love my clinical hours, and my teacher that I get to shadow is absolutely phenomenal. So I definitely am looking forward to school starting back up in probably September, August. I don't technically know when my high school around here starts up. I'd have to look it up, but I'm really excited for that. Also excited for the World Cup. It only comes around every 4 years. So, very excited for the World Cup to start and watch all my favorite players, play for their professional teams. The Loons are holding a soccer celebration up in the cities that is free. Other than that, just looking forward to keep trying to start our own family and keep enjoying our little life that we have right now. And I'm very excited for the Loons to come back in July because they need to come back. But I'm very excited for the World Cup. Don't get it twisted. I miss them. I want them to come back, but I'm very proud of them for going to play for their countries. Off my soapbox. Question 20, what advice would you give to the version of yourself from a year ago? Just keep grinding. I've had a few setbacks this year that I feel like I wasn't going to be able to overcome. Definitely have been a little depresso espresso, but what 24-year-old in this world isn't depressed with the state of the world that we're in right now. But definitely just keep grinding, keep your nose to the grindstone. Married life is great, starting grad school is great. Just keep going, because where I was a year ago, life was tough, and planning a wedding is not for the faint of heart. So just keep going and keep drinking Alani's, because love of my life. All right, final question 21, what kind of content or direction do you want your channel / life to move toward next? I definitely just want to keep filming vlogs. I want to be more consistent. I want to try and be more consistent, maybe like a vlog a week at least, or vlog every 2 weeks. But I also feel like I said, our lives are very boring if we're not going to sports games or things like that. So I feel like it'd be a lot of me sitting in my chair watching Ghost Adventures, but you know what? Sometimes that's content people want to watch. So I definitely just want to keep filming, maybe a sit-down video here and there talking about things, but more videos of things we do in our lives. So I feel like we do a lot of fun things, and I want to film them and remember them. Just keep filming nursing vlogs and maybe some grad school vlogs. I obviously can't film when I go to high school because kids are young, and I don't want people to know where I am currently student teaching per se. All right guys, that's all the questions I had for today, and this was a little life update. I hope you enjoyed this video, and definitely come back next week or the following week. I'm going to start posting more vlogs. Have a blessed day. Drop any questions you have below. Like I said, if you want me to post our wedding video, which is absolutely phenomenal, let me know. But that's all I have for you guys. See you guys next week for another video. All right, bye guys.